Welcome to Tuesday's episode of Luke Talk Sports. First things first, Twitter page at Luke Talk Sports. If you're not already following it, follow that Twitter page. Today's video, the one and done in basketball and the two fixes. My personal two fixes. First fix is make it like baseball and baseball and football. If you go to college, you have to go for 3 years, or you can just go pro out of high school. Make it so you can either go pro out of high school, or if you decide to go to college, you got to go to 3 years. Second fix is get rid of having to go to college altogether, like football and football and baseball, but make it if you do go to college, you don't have to stay 3 years. You can still go one and done. Now, the reason I'm talking about this topic is because of obviously the things that are going on right now in college basketball where the players are being paid. So like I said, the first fix is get rid of the one and done and make it 3 and done. So that pretty much means if you play baseball and you decide not to go to the draft and you decide to go to college, you must play college baseball 3 years before you're eligible for MLB baseball. Same with football. If you don't come out of high school, which most guys do not come out of high school, you have to go to college for 3 years before you're eligible for the NFL draft. Now in basketball, you don't even have the option to come out of college or come out of high school and go straight pro. Now I believe you should be able to come straight out of high school, Zion Williamson, maybe, come straight out of high school and go pro. Now, the fix to the one and done rule that people don't like is you can just go one and done is if you decide not to go pro out of high school, which I believe you should be able to go pro out of high school, you should have to stay for 3 years at college. Just like football and just like baseball. I believe this would be a good fix to the one and done, and it would really help organizations grow, and I mean you could create legacies, and you could be like the team that went back to back to back in college basketball. I mean that's going to be tough to do anyway. But if you have the same group of guys that are all freshmen coming in from this recruiting class and they stay for 3 years, you're going to have a pretty dominant team on your hand. So that's the first fix. Now the second fix is get rid of having to go to college altogether. Now I think this would be a great idea if you just got rid of college altogether because, like I said, baseball, now for example, Reds fan here, Hunter Green, draft pick for the Reds, he did not go to college. He went straight from high school to the pros. That would be a great thing for college basketball. Like, if you could bring back before you made them have to go to college for 1 year, you could just be like a LeBron James and go straight to the pros. I think that would be a great idea. For the reason that you wouldn't have kids having to go for 1 year. And then if you don't have them having to go for 1 year, then you don't have these coaches trying to bribe them in like Sean Miller did at Arizona with a $100,000 bribe. That's a hefty bribe right there, $100,000. But if you got rid of having to go to college, it would save these kids money. Or it wouldn't, I mean, it really wouldn't save them money because they're making money. It would save them the time of their prime. Like LeBron James and Michael Jordan. We could talk about LeBron James versus Michael Jordan for about an hour. But people's argument on why LeBron James and Michael Jordan and who's better, and the Jordan argument is Jordan had to spend 3 years. Well, he didn't have to spend 3 years in college, but he did spend 3 years in college, which took away 3 years of his prime that could have been in the NBA. Now, do I agree that that impacts him in his pro? No, because you're playing against college kids, and then when you get to the pro, you're playing against pro kids. Now, if we want to bring up LeBron James' high school stats, well, we compare LeBron to Jordan, then we can do that, and LeBron would be way more dominant because in high school he was a dominant task to handle. But back to the one and done. Like I said, if you are in high school and you are good enough like a Michael Jordan or LeBron James, even though Jordan went to Carolina, I'd still believe that you should be able to come out of high school. But the 3 and done is what I'm really in favor of. Like, I'm in favor of being able to come out of high school and go pro. I think that's a great idea. And also, I am very in favor of the 3 and done. So if you don't want to go to college, you can go pro. I'm in favor of that. And if you go to college, I believe that you must go 3 years, just like football and just like baseball. Now, I believe this would fix all of the NCAA's problems right now, because if you have kids that you're bribing to come to your school, and they don't even have to come to college, then I think that fixes the problem you have. But this video, as you can tell, is already ending. It's only been 4.5 minutes. It's a short video today. Thursday's video, probably talking about Louisville, probably talking about Arizona, and more on this college basketball thing. Now, this will be an all-week topic, meaning today and Thursday, college basketball. And then we'll talk about a new topic on Tuesday if there are no more breaking news stories over the weekend. But like I said, this is the end of the video. Luke Talk Sports on Twitter. Follow it there. You'll see when this video goes live, and I will see you on Thursday.